Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, your Sunny Arches, and I am of course your Sunny Arches. Today we're going to do a reading for Pisces, men and women for the rest of this month of August 2020. So let's start shuffling. I already started shuffling, so I won't shuffle so much. So we're going to start with the men's reading. So let's see what messages we have for Pisces men for the rest of this month of August 2020. Okay, just a couple of things. I do read from the sun sign perspective just because I want you to be clear on whether or not this is your message, but you're invited to check out your moon rising and or any other position in your natal chart for a better and clearer picture of what to expect in the rest of this month. Okay, remember that we do have free will, therefore you must live your life in the best way that you see fit by making the decisions that are in your benefit. And my intention is just here to guide you, to help you, to get you to the truth, to the bottom of something, and you decide from what to do with the information that is provided to you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button as well, so that way you can be notified of any and all future videos that will be posted throughout this time. That was a lot. That was my fault. Um, and I'm trying to think if there is anything else. I think at the moment I can't think of it, so I think that's pretty much it. All right. I do want to apologize for it taking me so long. Aw, 8 of Cups. To get your video out, so I am going to start with water signs for September. You will be the first sign that I'm going to do, and then we'll go back. I'm working backwards for September for the first half. Okay. You know what? I put it there. I usually start off on the left, but because I placed it here, but that's because it flipped right side up. One more advice card, please, for Pisces men for the rest of this month of August 2020. I am using the Santa Muerte Tarot deck for the main part of the spread. I'm using Radiant Rider Waite for the advice cards, and to clarify our message as we do our reading or throughout the reading, we are using the Kipper deck. Okay, one more advice card, please, for Pisces men for the rest of this month of August 2020. Please and thank you. Ooh, just one more. Just one more. Please and thank you. Okay. Not sure what that was. Okay, so let's take a look here. Just want to shuffle Kipper deck just to make sure that we're ready for you guys. Okay. Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was the thoughts card. So you guys are thinking about someone that you probably had to let go of. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Main female. She came out, so I'm gonna put it here. You had to let it. Oh, see, it's at the bottom. Thoughts. That's the one. So I'm gonna just put that there. You're the only sign I'm doing this for. But it seems like you had to let somebody go. You had to take action, or somebody took action. Ooh, the Empress. What happened? You had such great cards. Was it like something like out of left field? I want to say left wing. Yeah, the Sun. You had the Empress. You thought she was the world. And it was almost as if she was coming towards you, or you were on your way to her, but then she was like, nah, son. And then you like, oh no. And, she's just living her life. So sorry. I'm sorry for my description. I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing at the way that I described it. I should have been a bit more sensitive. I apologize for that. Man, your overall energy is the world. So you come to the end of a cycle. So as much as you may have wanted to be with that person, probably wasn't the right one for you. You want there is a possibility or a union or something that you wanted has got. Look at that, is here again. They're saying, let it go, let it go. Yeah, you had to let go of the home, the union. It was over. I'm sorry, Pisces man. You're thinking about them though. Someone stole them? The bastards. Thief. They stole them. They stole your person. It's alright, fuck them. The heck with that bitch too for following. I'm sorry. Just trying to make you feel crap. 5 of Swords. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, people was coming at you. They were hating. They see me rolling. They hating. Trying to catch you driving dirty, right? That old song. Pisces. Man, I want to go and jump them for you. Hell, I'll fight the girl for you. No, let me stop. I ain't fighting nobody. I got 2 kids to take care of. But, at least take comfort in, like, I'm on your side right now. Right now. Let's take a look at the 5 of Swords. Why is the 5 of Swords here? Please and thank you. Eesh, Pisces, man, that's rough. This lady, I want to say another word, but I don't know. This, the female is already out, right? So with this lady here, that means that she got involved in your business. She sabotaged your shit. I don't know who this mature woman could be. It could be mother, mother-in-law, or possible if she was going to be a future mother-in-law, auntie, cousin, quote unquote, hold on, quote unquote friend, right? Best friend. No, there's a mature man too. So if it was a man, that would have came out. We'll see in the reading if it does come out. If it is, it's a couple, and it's like what? That would be some nonsense. But in your recent past, that's what that was. A lot of stuff, a lot of lies, deceit, betrayals were done in order to break you two apart, and it was successful. So that's all right. They all gonna get their karma. Leave it be. Karma will find her way. Ay. I don't want to read it. I don't mean to be overly dramatic. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for that. I'm just like, you got the Tower and you have Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte is that transformation. So this breakdown, basically shit hit the fan, right? And because it hit the fan, it forced you to change. It forced you to look deep within yourself to change. And it's almost like the old you died, probably in a spiritual sense, and a new you is now rising from the ashes from this fallen, topsy-turvy, crazy Alice in Wonderland type tower. Okay, it's like you woke up from a dream. Because Alice, in the Alice in Wonderland series, she wakes up from the dream. I really want to get that deck. And there's a fairy tale deck that I want. I love the fairy tales. Why am I telling you all this? It's just because my mind goes in tangents. It's okay. But if you like fairy tales, keep an eye out. I might actually get that deck. It's a little on the pricey side, but I love it. Anyways, let's take a look at the Tower and the Death card, the Holy Death here. Please and thank you. Let's clarify the Tower and the Holy Death here. Please and thank you. Santa means holy, muerte means death. Therefore, Holy Death. Got a card here. Courtship. I haven't cursed in Spanish here. Yeah. I am definitely not for the children. Or for the faint of heart if, some bad words here and there hurt your feelings. But man, that courtship, bro. I'm sorry. Can I get one more card, please and thank you? Everybody's getting this. You know what? Because you know what happens? Things come to an end. And as much as it hurts us, the pain that we feel, the pain, and I even want to say anguish. You may be in anguish at this point because of the Eight of Cups. You got to let it go, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt. I mean, you're crying there, right? Well, the emotions, the cups, the emotions are overspilling. Um, I mean, the skeletons are obviously those that are already dead. So within the cups, their emotions are in that cup. So they're already, it's almost like they're crying. So that's why I say anguish. But listen, let me tell you something. I know a lot of people been getting this. So if you guys got this, please let me know down below because I really want to know. Not because I'm going to be running to you for money or nothing. I'm good too. I'm doing what I got to do, get my shmonies, like my favorite Cardi B does, but in my own way. Okay. So I totally understand. And, all of that happened, but you know what? Now you got new doors opening up. It didn't work out, but now you're going to get a message. Okay. A message about great fortune. So there's going to be a new opportunity that comes along. It could be in business, it could be a promotion, it could be a raise. But whatever this communication is, it's going to bring you greater incomes and greater and hopefully even better opportunities. So these things probably wouldn't have become because although you view this person in a certain light, you had them on this high pedestal, it wasn't meant to work out. They weren't meant to go with you because um they they just weren't meant to go. They were just there to help you to learn a lesson about yourself. You need to know about your inner strength, and now your actual blessings are going to come in. And sometimes these people, they block our blessings. It's a blessing. It's always a blessing in disguise when somebody leaves and they're not willing to really fight for stuff. They're not willing to put in the time nor the effort, or they say that they did, but here you are. You're giving your all and more, and they're not. They're like, okay, never mind. No, it's all right. You're getting your blessings coming your way. In the possible energy that you're going to be embodying in the near future, the rest of this month and later on of what's left of it is that of the Queen of Wands. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. We have swords. Although I will tell you this, I don't really see grounding. The emotions right now, you're very emotional, but there is going to be a need for you to ground yourself because I don't see any pentacles. So if there's no pentacles, there's no grounding. So there's going to be a need for you to take time to meditate, to kind of ground yourself. You can do that by, through meditation, through exercise, you know, um, clearing your space. And by clearing your space, I'm talking about your home. I'm talking about, your favorite places in your home. Make sure they're clean. Everything's put away. I tell you, I've been doing that in my home, especially with my kitchen, because I don't have a dishwasher. So I am the dishwasher. And I'll give you a perfect example. Tonight, I made sure I washed all the dishes. I cleaned the stove. I swept. Got a mop, whatever. But for the most part, my kitchen is clean. My tables are clean. Chairs are clean. All of that. So clear your spaces. It's very important to declutter. Okay, whatever extra stuff you don't need, get rid of it because all it does is take up space, and by taking up space and having no function, no essentialness to them, it's almost like robbing you of that energy, of that space. But by embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands, this is going to that means that you're gonna now want to pursue the things, the goals that you had in mind in a very passionate way, in a very it's not impulsive. The Queen of Wands is not necessarily impulsive. She is assertive, may come off as abrasive, maybe even aggressive, because it's this energy that you just want to go. Remember, got Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Animals, four-legged animals. What the hell are you gonna do when you got a strong ass four-legged animal coming your way? People are gonna feel some type of way about it, even though you're not being this horrible person. You just, you're about your money right now. So you are, you're the go-getter. You're ready to get out there and you're ready to hustle and do what you got to do. Okay. Now let's take a look at your first advice card. Well, besides your general advice, this is your first advice card, which is the Fool. So, as you embody this energy of the Queen of Wands, you're also, it could also be that you're dealing with an Aries. I wouldn't be surprised if the time period that this happens is more than likely during the time of Aries. Could be Sagittarius, but because the Fool is here, the Fool is representative of Aries. So to me, that just reinforces the fire sign more along the time period of an Aries. Although this reading is for this month of August, so it could be as soon as the early this month. But because this is more of this is a future tense role, I wouldn't be surprised if it's all of this kind of really goes down come Aries season, the beginning of spring. And if it doesn't happen sooner, even better. I wouldn't hold back, to be honest with you. But you're going to need to have faith and take that leap of faith in in a new direction. Okay, and you have the Hierophant. So there's something, yeah. So there may be whatever it is. See, the Queen of Wands is hollering at the Hierophant. So, uh, I would take this as your energy. You may need to get in touch with, could be an older person, a very wise older person. I want to say a sage, a mage. I don't know. Those are just words that come to me. Um, Maybe you need to speak with a counselor, a therapist. Could be a teacher, a mentor, a guide of some sort to help you along the way in order especially to make this jump. And you got some really intense major arcana cards here. Like, this is no joke. So in the end, I think this is something that's happening more sooner as opposed to later. So like I said already before, if it happens way sooner than Aries season, whenever it happens and happens, then I would say go for it. Okay. Um could be maybe you need to speak with a pastor, whoever it is, or maybe there's a religious or spiritual leader that you um, have a lot of trust in. They would be a good idea to refer to. I would also be mindful of any opportunities that come your way. They may have a binding contract. Okay, because you have the Hierophant here and two people who are partnering up. So there may be either a new relationship coming along. It could be you being the Queen of Wands, although you're going for your own things. There may be a possibility that you may find someone who you consider to be not just the Empress, but above the Empress. You may have more of a feminine energy about you. There's nothing wrong with that because hell, who wouldn't want to be the Queen of Wands, right? And this person has more of a very highly evolved, highly what's that word? Uh, Highly matured spiritual or spirituality about them, right? They almost have like a divine energy that anybody that comes across them already, feels that energy. Not that they're necessarily better than anybody. It's just because they've grown and matured and worked on themselves and their spiritual side, they've been able to achieve this. So you may be calling out to this person as well, and this may be the new person who may be coming in your life, and maybe who you need. I don't know. The Hierophant is representative is a sign of Taurus. uh so it's just so many different ways that it can go. It's really up to you in the end. Okay, let me take a closer look at the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, okay, so it could be the Hierophant is a mature man. Message of concern. Didn't I say the mature man? If he can. So this lady messed stuff up. This guy's gonna help you, and he's gonna tell you what he thinks. He's gonna tell you some things, um, how he's worried and all that stuff, and that's okay. But it's all just to better benefit you because maybe that's another perspective that you need in order to help you take that leap of faith and to overcome, open your eyes to any other information you probably were not aware of, or just to, you know, confirm your suspicions. All right, my loves, Pisces, man. Oh, so I really hope you get into your prayers and your meditations, however it is that you need to do that. Get yourself aligned. I don't see any pentacles, so there's gonna be a need for you to ground yourself again. Prayer, all that, right? I think I already went into that. I don't see much swords. I don't see except five of swords. That's it. So you need to think. There's a good thing too that you need to go to this person. They're gonna help you think. They may even help you to start planning, and that might be their message of concern. Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Right. So if that's the case, make sure you start thinking now. All right, Pisces man. I appreciate the opportunity to read for you guys and for you coming to my channel. I really hope that this helps you to see things and, clarify certain things for you. And again, anything, you're more than welcome to let me know in the comments down below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next half. I'm going to pause the video now to get ready for the Pisces ladies reading. All right, thank you for that momentary pause. So I have collected the cards as you see, and I am pretty much ready to go. So messages for Pisces ladies for the rest of this month of August 2020. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what's going on. So just so you know, Pisces ladies, I was shuffling. I did see the Two of Cups card. Okay, so you may be dealing with a kindred spirit connection. What the actual label is, I like to leave that up to you, okay? Alrighty. Your overall energy is that of the Three of Wands. Okay, I'm gonna again, we're using the Santa Muerte Tarot deck for the main spread. And I am going to use the Radiant Brighter Weight for your advice cards. Okay. Goes here. Got a lot of jumpers. So there are definite. I mean, as soon as I started shuffling for you ladies, I made sure to clear the cards so that way it's fresh with your energy. Just one more advice card for Pisces ladies for the rest of this month of August 2020. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, look, Two of Cups. I did fall out again. Ay, Dios. Estas cartas no me quedan, no se quedan. These cards don't stay. There, you got a lot of messages, but I have to be mindful of the time, and the amount of energy. Because let me tell you, I used to think that some of these tarot readers, like I used to watch a ton of tarot readers, right? Because I wanted to see which ones I click with, which ones I didn't. And there were some that I didn't. They were good, but they just weren't for me, and that's okay. And so, as I'm watching these tarot readers, I hear some of them, even the ones that I really like, but I was always somewhat a little, I don't know, unsure. And it's just because they would always say, "Oh, this takes so much out of you," and when I would hear that from them, I thought it was an excuse, right? But girl, they were not lying. It is true. This takes a lot out of you. This takes a lot out of me because I do this at night when my kids go to sleep. Because otherwise, my kids are all over the place. I would never finish a reading. I love them, but they love hanging out all over me. And just so you know, I only have two. I would have loved more, but I'm not with their father, so two it is. And they're both Pisces. Okay, I have one of each. I have my Pisces son, who's the oldest, and my Pisces daughter. And I don't know why I'm sharing it with you. Maybe it's a little TMI and you don't care. You're like, finish my reading, get that last card out there. Let's go. But yeah, so I just say that because you guys, let me take that one. Duh. It's a lot of energy and there's a lot. But I am going to do Pisces first. I'm going to work backwards this time, okay? Or as much backwards as I can remember. I'm definitely starting with you guys. Do all the water signs first, then the earth signs, and then it's air and then fire. Okay, now I remember. All right, so let's get into. Oh, my bad. Your so your general advice is that of the tower. So it's basically to get ready. Things are going to there's a certain part of your life that's going to begin to break apart, just so that way you can rebuild, and um, your your opportunities, your blessings can come in. Okay. So you have the third one. So you, ooh, maybe you were working with a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart. So there's a need for patience. Something ended, and now you were just being patient. Getting in harmony, getting in tuned, being protected, being guided, and all that stuff. And somebody came along and said, "Hey, here's an opportunity to help you glow up," and you did. You glue. You're glowing. You know. I'm making up words probably. And there you are. And now you're climbing that ladder of success and getting ready to head up, to the next level, which is the King of Pentacles. And that's freaking awesome. Yes, Pisces ladies. Yes, I love it. And now we have the Three of Wands. So as you're, establishing order, okay, establishing order in all of your domestic affairs, being very nurturing, but I don't know if nurturing is really necessary at this point. Maybe you're nurturing what can help you make things grow. Maybe you planted some seeds already, because you have the Three of Wands. So to me, that means that you've already made a decision that you're very passionate about, that you really feel good about. You're ready to take on the world, hence you get, ready, preparing yourself to climb that ladder. Um, because you want what you want, and you know that what you want is getting ready to come to you. Your general advice is that there's a certain part of your life that's going to begin to crumble you down. You had to let it go. You took some time out. Yeah, it was possible with a Sagittarius, probably because you have the King of Wands here. You went into hermit mode, or the King of Wands went into a hermit mode, or something. There was a Virgo, maybe a third party situation, because you got a Queen, a Hermit, and a Cup. Queen of Cups, I mean. All right. But in the end, you made the choice and you needed to let go. It could also be you were the King of Wands, so you made sure that everything got done in a timely manner, and then you took a moment to yourself to kind of regroup. Um, the hermit mode to me is a lot of reorganizing. I think that's the best way to do it. A lot of reorganizing. What you're reorganizing could be, based on whatever the situation is that's causing you to take a moment to yourself, causing you to disconnect from the world. Okay. And then when you came out of it, you were embodying your energy, that of the Queen of Cups. And unfortunately, as much as you were looking at this cup, maybe you wanted to accept it, or getting ready to, offer it to someone, you instead decided to let it go. And because you decided finally to let it go, that part is, of your life is breaking apart. So it looks like a partnership. It looks like like a love story. So let's take a look at your recent past. I mean, this is your overall energy and part of your past. But now here we are, the Hanged Man. All right, Pisces lady. So you were in limbo. You were undecided. And you know what? You just didn't want to deal with it. You just didn't want to deal with it. You were like, no, that's okay. Yeah, I know I can get myself out of this bind if maybe, I look at things from a different perspective. You know, see things for what they are, see things from someone else's point of view, whatever. But you're just like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm here. I'm still functional, right? Like some people, they could be depressed, but they're highly functional. There are people with autism, yet they're highly functional. There are people who have all kinds of um, disorders. I don't know if that's the right word, but right now that's the best one I can come up with. And yet, despite this or disabilities, right? Despite their disability or their weaker points, they're still very highly functional and able to go about their lives no matter what. Right. Well, let's take a look at the hangman and see why is the hangman here, and maybe what we, you know, let's just take a look at why is the hangman here. Please and thank you. Ooh, child. So there's a child involved. Ooh. That's why you're undecided. Do you stay? Okay. There we go. Concern. So there's great concern about how this is going to affect a child. More than likely, your child. You're probably a mother yourself. And you're wondering how this is going to affect your child. Could also be there's an older gentleman in your life who's legit concerned about you and what's going to happen with your child. Maybe you had a sugar daddy who, you had this and they're, I know sugar daddies aren't exactly the most emotionally attached people in the world, but maybe this one has grown some affection for you, and therefore, they may actually even think about how is this affecting your child, how are you going to pull through. But more than anything, I think this is more about you. You have your concerns that you're worried about, you're thinking about, but you're not ready to deal with them because you don't want it to affect your child in any way. Okay? Let's take a look at your current energy. So that was the recent past, and you're still in the hangman mode. It's just now into a swords mode. And the wheel of fortune. So time is running out for you to make a choice. Okay, or it has run out. Like it's now. It's like now or never, because if you don't make a choice, fate, destiny is going to make the choice for you, and your time has run out. Can we clarify the wheel of fortune, please and thank you? That's a lot of major arcanas too. We haven't even gotten to the last row. It's 3 major arcanas. And even as we looked into the past, there were a few more. This one, not so much. I went pretty far into the past here. Yeah, there were a few. And even then, I went a little farther into the past. So there was a lot going on, definitely. Major stuff. It may not seem major now that you think about it, but it was major at the time. All right, why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Please and thank you. I mean, it's pretty obvious why the Wheel of Fortune here. It's letting you know that it's done. Time's up. Time to make that decision. So let's take a look at why the. Okay, so it's based on your marriage. I don't really think there's any further that I need to go. Any other messages for to clarify Two of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, please and thank you. You got 2 more. You got community and courtship. These came out together. So, do you start dating again? Is there marriage on the horizon? Let me see something. No. Unless you were dealing with a Sagittarius, So it could have been there was probably a lot of support between the two of you, right? And there was courtship, so there was a lot of people probably expecting you to get together. So I think the choice is it could go one or two ways. Although me personally, it seems like you're letting it go. Or are you letting go of the old ways and ready to settle down? But you got courtship 4, marriage is a 3. So numerically you're stepping down. But courtship would come before marriage. So maybe you're not sure if you want to want to take that next step and make it, for marriage. Maybe you're okay with things just being as they are. That could be something too. But I feel like even if you just decide to stay as you are, as just a serious relationship, not go into the marriage, it's almost as if uh, this won't last much longer than what it has. If you go into the marriage, that's one way, right? Okay. Um, the other could be maybe there's a need for you and this person to get together to court one another before getting married. So it's almost like you didn't really have an opportunity to get to know each other. So it's more of like, okay, let's wait a moment, let's take a pause and let's do this. Let's, get to know each other better before we get married. So you may need to make that clear as well. All right, going into the future. You have the 8 of Cups, so you're. It's almost as if you're not almost, but it's basically you're choosing the energy to let go, or they're letting go. I'm sorry. Any cards to clarify? Any messages to clarify the 8 of Cups, please and thank you. They want to jump. There's a lot to say. Expectations. So there were expectations that weren't met, and because the expectations were not met, so basically your time is up. You didn't make a choice, um, and they decided that, well, if you can't meet my expectations, if what I'm asking you is too much, then I'm gonna have to let go. Or you probably thought that, hey, look, I'm not asking for much, but it seems like I'm gonna have to let it go. And that's what you do. Let's take a look at your first advice card here. We have the Star card. So there's a need for healing. There's a need for. I just think healing is the big thing for you. And I think it's more of healing. Um, the second is to avoid any external conflicts. They may not have much to do with you. So if it's not really like if it's not your problem, basically, don't deal with it. Don't get involved because it's just adding more fire to the fuel and or adding more fuel to the fire. And why would you do that? Unnecessary. Why add more drama to your life? So be mindful that there's going to be external conflict, but you don't need it. Trust me, you don't want it. Let it go. A lot of people may have their say, may have their opinion on what you've done, on what you're doing, on the decision that you made. But oh well, you don't need to entertain them. You don't need anybody's approval. Um, but you do need to take some time out to heal and to um, get yourself together again. So Pisces ladies, um, I'm with you. I got your back. Don't worry. I hope this helped to open up your eyes some, help to clarify, maybe confirm a few things for you. Um, and I hope that things, and I know they are. So I don't want you to worry. Things are going to get better, okay? Especially with the Star card here. So not only will you be healing, there is a wish that may be coming true, um, whatever wish that may be. And please let me know in the comments down below how this resonated with you. And I hope everything goes well. And I look forward to seeing you in the next half. I'm sorry, I can't even talk now. I do appreciate this opportunity for reading for you ladies. Until next time, take care.